Well, last year wasn't it Caleb Williams against the Utah Utes?
No, that was the Pac-12 championship.
Oh.
That championship games still matter because you're trying to win a conference, so you're actually winning a trophy, right? But the Rose Bowl is a big deal. I'm not saying it's not, but like the nostalgia of it doesn't matter because it's like, did the Utes losing the Rose Bowls? You know, they were closer games for like it was definitely a closer game for against Ohio State. You know, Cam Rising got hurt, you know, and that's why he didn't play this year because he was in the Rose Bowl. Dalton Kincaid and our best corner did not play, Clark Phillips III, last year. So it's like, it does, like, you just kind of sit there and you're like, okay, like, I'm a fan, so I'm gonna watch, but this doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't mean anything for the players either. Like, they just, you know. And I don't blame them. Like, I don't. Like, that's not... If I'm gonna risk millions of dollars, I'm not gonna risk it on a game that doesn't matter. And the Rose Bowl and those games don't matter. And so it's like, you have to figure out a different way. And like, in my opinion, what they should do is you should have, instead of having the top 25, you should have the top 24, okay? And do 2 tournaments. So the top 12 play for the national championship, right? And that's the big daddy of them all. The next 12 play for the, you know, call it like the NIL, the National Invitational Tournament, NIT, whatever. NIT tournament for football. And do that, and you will have an actual trophy presentation and all that stuff to play for. So now
Big Street.
Jeez. Now it matters. Now if you did that, it would matter. Holy crap. Jeez. Wake up, fat plumber. Wow, that was a one-hit killer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This dude's...
Jeez, wigglers are just not nice.
Yeah.
That's still... You're still not dead?
Oh.
Oh! Why? I must just be so under-leveled, man. When attacking enemies or when they attack you. Oh, I can do it when they attack me? Well, crap! Jeez! Maybe if I pulled my head out of my butt. Jiminy Christmas.
Wow.
But yeah, so it's like, if we did something like that, then it would matter. And then it would mean something that you know, we're in the top 24.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be a lot. I just think it would be a much better system.
Right.
And then you can still do other bowl games.
You know what they should do?
And that's fine.
They should have, like, okay, so you make the top 24.
Yeah.
The top 12 go play their championship, national championship.
And that's what will happen next year. The championship is going to be a 12-team playoff.
And then the next 12, they should have that tournament, but each of the 12 teams should put $500,000 or $1 million each into the theme.
Into like a pot. Well, they wouldn't even need to do that. The money is already there. It's like, because that's what they already do for like the Rose Bowl and stuff. So like they already do that. Like the tournament, like the tournaments already have like a pot of money that you win at the end if you go on. So it's like they already do that. So that's like that's why it's a huge benefit for the teams to actually participate. And so just do the same thing.
Do the same thing, but give a portion of that money to the players. Like 75% of it to the players.
Whatever it is.
Because
just like the NBA Cup. And then you get people to actually want to play in it.
And care about it. And then you'll have, you know, a Caleb Williams versus Rising again.
In an actual playoff
right?
like
And
scenario.
they'll care because
Right.
one of them is gonna bring home 700,000, and the other is gonna bring home 200.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and it's like,
No, yeah,
yeah,
because it's already going that way anyways.
right,
Right,
The
yeah.
the college football is becoming. They want someday they're gonna have to separate it from the school, you know,
Right.
or at least like be like, okay, you're just a business,
Right.
because it's just investors will want to be a part of it. You know, it's almost the second biggest sport in the country.
Oh, I would say it's
You
the
know?
second biggest NFL college football.
Yeah,
And
NFL, college football.
honestly,
and then
you
maybe-
might be able to say that it's the biggest because
Right.
of how many people like do it. You know what I mean?
right, because like me and you, we grew up in Utah. Utah
Right.
doesn't have an NFL.
Right. Right.
And it's like, yeah, we'd watch this. I'd watch the Super Bowl. No, actually, that's a lie. I wouldn't even watch.
We
the
watched
football.
the Super Bowl.
I couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I wondered if that were true.
yeah. I wasn't.
Silly
allowed to
goose,
watch
not
it.
being able to watch things that are fun.
So-
Sucks to be you.
So since I became an adult, I haven't missed one.
Well, and you've watched it with us.
Yeah.
You've come over and watched it with my family. I mean,
Mhm.
I figured you'd probably do that again, honestly.
Yeah. We have hosted a Super Bowl party once or twice. Maybe once. I don't know. Super Bowls are so much fun, and Brianna loves them.
Oh, the Super Bowl is great.
Yeah.
Love the Super Bowl. Which goes into the point that she's saying with the wanting a good game. If it's not your team, then she's right.
Right.
If it's your team, though, she is absolutely emphatically cannot be more wrong.
Correct.
Because if you're coaching or it's your team, the fun of it is you smashing that other team
Yes.
so bad that they never want to play the sport again.
Exactly.
But
yes.
if it's like, I'm going to watch Alabama and Michigan, and I actually am. So I've been a Michigan fan since I was 10.
Mhm.
So like, again, video games and sports colliding.
Mhm.
When the first NCAA football came out, the video game, Michigan had won the national championship the year before. They shared it with, I think, Nebraska. Was that right? I can't remember who it was they shared it with. But anyways, they were the cover team. So then I played as Michigan on the team when I was 10. So I've been a Michigan fan ever since. And because of Jamie and Jamie's birth mother, we're also Alabama fans now.
Oh,
So it's like, I can't really lose in that game. Now, I'm always going to be a Utah fan first and foremost.
uh-huh.
Like that, it would be, I'd be disingenuous. Like, I want Utah to win over
shot.
any team. But,
Right.
I definitely, if Michigan wins, I am going to go get a Michigan national championship.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Like,
Sure. Interesting.
that will also happen. Hey, why do you get attacked twice, you butt? And he throws rocks at us. This demented Donkey Kong. Is this what happens to Donkey Kong? Becomes radical? I listen to heavy metal music. Carry this chain around. I'm so edgy. Isn't that what it looks like?
Yes,
It's like
it looks like a
he's
chain.
edgy. He's edgy.
Yeah, like, is this a choice of his, or
I think, yeah.
it has to be?
It's
There's
his
no
truth.
one. Jeez.
I'm an edgelord. Rah. My name's not
Yeah,
Donkey Kong, it's Metal Kong. Rah. Fear me.
I grew up in the early 2000s. This is my punk rock phase.
Ugh. What's so funny about that is mine and Tyler's favorite band is Blink-182.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is the punk of all punk. And it's like, what would you call it? Because it's like, there's probably bands like Green Day. I love Green Day too. And
Love
they're
it.
probably more punk.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
Yeah.
Blink-182 is almost like making fun of punk.
A pop punk.
Yeah. It's like,
A
it's
pop
high
punk
school
band,
punk. It's
yeah.
like, Even though like that Mark, Tom, and Travis show was not safe for little ears. And I listened to that CD every night before bed. Every single night. I listened to the Mark, Tom, and Travis show. I could probably still to this day, I bet I could like hear it. I could probably like do the like if you started it. Album. I bet the album.
The album where they were live, right?
Yeah. I bet you that if you put it on, that I could do it. I still to this day, and it's been years, right? It's been like over a decade.
Yeah.
So how many years? So it's been almost 20. Yeah. Almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
Because I served my mission in 06. So, and out of high school, I graduated 05. So I bet you that I still, if you turned it on, I could do every single, I bet I could say it verbatim.
Verbatim, yeah.
From beginning to end.
Well,
I would I bet I still have it somewhere. Yeah. I'm gonna find it.
Their version of Alien.
And we can't say anything from it on the stream. Because it would be, it's totally against brand.
Everything.
But
it's wonderful.
Yeah. I still haven't seen them though yet. The next time they're in Salt Lake, I want us to go.
Okay.
Okay, let's make a promise. Let's make a promise. We'll go.
I promise, Mike.
Okay.
I will go to.
And here's the thing. Area. It is completely on you. You know why? Because you know more about music, like right? Like you actually probably like, who's playing? Like I never am even in that sphere. So I don't even think about it. You do actually think through it and about it.
They are back together, all 3 of them, and they're playing. I think they've already played in Las Vegas.
I was gonna say, or we could go to Vegas.
Yeah.
I'd go to Vegas.
There was
I'd drive down with you.
Okay, there was a concert down in Vegas. That was incredibly, like the list was Green Day, Blink-182. It just went on and on.
What am I doing with my life?
It was incredible, the lineup.
Yes, that's what I mean. Is like,
but I'm like,
I wouldn't know. Bro, we should have gone. I would have gone. So that's why it's on you. Okay, it's on you. Because I don't know these things.
Yeah.
But if you seriously, bro, okay.
But the tickets were like $300.
Well, I would pay $300 to go see Blink and Green Day. You're telling me you wouldn't? You would.
I couldn't. I would. Yes, I would.
We'll put it on your credit card.
I maxed out on all my credit cards.
Bro, just pay me back.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Deal.
Seriously, if that ever happens again, like I'll paint the scenario for you.
Yeah. It was like.
So I get off of work on Friday, and school gets out, and you're like, Mike, they're playing Green Day and Blink-182 are playing in Vegas tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
I would be like, yes, I'll go home and pack. I'm gonna grab my stuff and I'm going.
I didn't know you were that into Blink.
Yes.
Wow.
Like, I mean, because here's the thing, I'm as much into Blink as you are into like probably the Utes, right? It's like you are a Ute fan, but you're definitely not. Like the Utes is like my thing that I do. Video games and the Utes. That's pretty much it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like the comparison that I would make. But you're still a fan, and like if a good situation, you know, it's like if I had tickets on the 50 on the 4th row on the 50, and I asked you, you would go with me. Think of it like that. It's like I never think about it. I probably should think more about it because then I would know these things. But if I had known that, I would have been like, we're going, like, let's do it. Heck yeah, I would have done it.
Good.
That would have been
oh man,
I would have done that in a heartbeat. And if you're strapped a little bit, I'll pay for you. You can just pay me back.
Okay.
I have no problem with that.
Darn it.
I trust you.
What was that lineup? You'll be so mad when I tell you this lineup.
My heart's gonna break.
Oh man.
My fat little heart's gonna break.
It's gonna be. You're gonna be so mad.
Don't kill me. Oh. No! How did you get attacked twice? You little piece of garbage. He attacked me twice. Oh, you butthole. Oh, good thing this autosave feature is on. We would be screwed. Let's see, do I got any better stuff?
Oh,
No,
man.
I don't think so.
Okay. So this was Saturday, October 21st.
So it was this year.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was this year. When We Were Young, Green Day, Blink-182, 30 Seconds to Mars, The Offspring, Good Charlotte, 5 Seconds to Mars, Pierce the Veil, Rise Against, Something Corporate, Yellow Card,
Yeah.
Gym Class Heroes, MXPX.
I would have done all of that.
Sum 41, Simple Plan, Bowling for Soup, Less Than Jake, just,
Yeah.
oh,
I would have done it all.
the
I
only,
would have done it all.
the only band that I would love to have there was Brand New.
I don't know that, man.
You don't know that band? They
I
were my
trust you.
first concert.
I trust you, though. Yeah,
So-
man, that would have been sweet.
Oh, that's a good
You
lineup, dude.
seriously could have called me up and I would have been like, yeah, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
It probably would have been like $1,000 at the end of the day for
Oh,
two
yeah.
people to go.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
done it.
Oh man.
You're...
Yeah. And at that time, I was like, I am working
Because
12
like,
hours a week.
I'm at the point where
can't-
it's like, I know that there's experience, like life really now is more about kind of like experiences.
Mhm.
That's why like my brother has like, he got tickets. He's a lawyer, so he knows a lot of people that, make really good money. And so he got tickets to go to the Oregon State game last year. And we were on like the 9th row and like the 20-yard line. And it was like, they were just amazing tickets. And we were on the same side when Phillips intercepted the ball and ran it back for a pick six.
Oh wow.
We were right. What, like I could have, it's like we're close enough. You feel like you could like spit on them and I would have reached them. You know what I mean? And so it's like, oh yeah, I would have been all over that.
But I am just I'm not a crowd person.
Oh,
Like
I'm
I
not
get
either.
anxiety so bad.
That's why normally it's like I used to have season tickets, don't have season tickets anymore. I would try and get season tickets if they were a little more reasonable. But they're not.
They're not. That's true.
And so it's like,
Yeah. I mean, I can do parties, but I hate crowds.
yeah,
Like I
Right.
can't. So my dad wanted to pay for this trip to Vegas and something, and he's like, "Well, the Raiders are playing your cousin, or we can go to this NBA Cup thing that's in Vegas."
that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah,
to
that
see
would
the
have
NBA
been. Yeah,
see the NBA Cup.
yeah, that would have been kind of cool. But I'm
Well,
like,
and
Dad,
that's-
I haven't watched a full NBA game in like 3 years because it sucks.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And
It's
and
been
so
terrible
he
to
was
watch.
surprised by that, but
Me and you used to watch them together.
yeah,
We used to every
Without
Thursday.
fail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every Thursday we watched everything. We used put like little dinner bets on it and stuff.
Mhm.
Like we
Oh,
did that
yeah.
all the time,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it was
We'd
like,
have, we would bet. You would bet against Durant and
mhm. So I took the
Westbrook.
Clippers and you took the Thunder.
yeah.
And
I-
freaking CP3 was fouled, and you know it. he got fouled, and they showed it on the next day. They showed it on Around the Horn or something. And I remember this because you laughed at me because it's like when I'm arguing, it's like I need to like show you what I'm talking about because I'm not just full of crap. And so like I pull it up or I can't find it. And it took me seriously like an hour to like find the photo, and I finally found it. And you're like, you started laughing at me because you're like, you seriously been doing that for an hour? And I'm like, yeah, I wanted to make sure you saw it.
You do surprise me quite often.
I know. I'm a silly
with your dedication. To
well,
being
that's what I mean. Is it's like, well, and see, and here's the thing. It's not about being right. It's just about showing, like, okay, like this. I've said this evidence. Here's the evidence that I've shown you.
Yeah.
And I want to show it to you. So, you know, I want to make sure, like, I'm not, because I don't just say things and like, oh, well, you know, whatever, like, you know, believe me just because I say it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like, you're just over there like, oh, it's fine because you're like over it, but it's like, no, like, I want to show you, it's not about being right. It's just like, here's the evidence. Like, here it is. Like, I can be wrong. It's just like, here's the evidence I have. What's the evidence you have? Do you have evidence against this? No? Okay, then that's...
We're done.
Yeah, then that's the evidence.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a very, like, logical... You know, it's like I'm a math teacher. It's like everything is like, okay, you know?
Yeah, like...
This equals this equals this. Like, there's nothing... You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, last week when we got into Gaston and Belle, I'm like... Dude, I haven't seen that
you
movie.
don't even care. You're just like, Mike, shut up. And I'm like, no, this is why. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I haven't seen this movie. I've seen it once. Like,
well, we haven't talked about that. We haven't discussed that. We haven't talked about that in so long.
No, it's like
so long. And it's just like, you're like, what are you putting me through?
I'm like, I don't even remember.
That's what everyone says. Yeah, I know. I'm like pulling out. This is Sigmund Freud. It's like,
and I'm like, I'm trying to.
I just don't like the story. You're gonna like it. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna know everything that happened in that movie.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm like, what insane asylum dude are you talking about?
You're like, yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't even remember what you're talking about.
And I'm like, oh, apparently.
Imagine being married to me. So every single person who knows Brit should be like, oh, I get it. And they should all say prayers for her. They should all be like, okay, we're gonna say a good amount of prayers for sweet little Brittany. Because Brittany is a sweetheart, and she has to deal with me the whole time.
She is a sweetheart. Oh, man.
She's the best. But that's exactly, that's like the whole thing.
It was so funny. I'm like, I'm trying to, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
like,
well, that's
all these conspiracy theories.
That's also the problem. Is I remember everything. It's not like, so I'm not like Sheldon, right? But like things that are imprinted on my, like the CP3 thing. Do you even remember that?
No.
I remember where we were. I can paint it. Like if you gave me an easel, I could paint the scenario.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, Mike, that's a lovely painting. I'm like, I know.
I'm like, Mike, I remember making a bet in Vegas about a Clippers versus Thunder game, but... I'm
like, no, we made one. And those stupid jackwagons. But the good thing about me, now that I've like laid myself out there, right? The good thing about me though is that I like, because of the loyalty that I have and the values that I have, like, did I welch on our bet? No. And you were so mad at me. You're like, fine. You just, because that's the whole thing. People think, oh, you're just trying to get out of the bed. And it's like, no, I'll pay. Like, let's go. And I took you to lunch or dinner or whatever it was at what was it? The hamburger place that we both like. It's not Astro Burger, Crown Burger. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I want to take you there. Yeah. I still wanted to take you there, but we are going to talk about it in real terms. We're not gonna pretend like the referees didn't miss the call, but you still get your You still won the bet, so you still get your food. Facts.
Well, I mean, it just reminds me. So
funny.
So Brianna and I went to Vegas for one of our anniversaries, and it was like back then. And I don't know if you've ever been to the Red Rock Casino and Hotel.
I maybe.
Yeah.
I've been to Vegas a couple times, probably have, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Anyway, it's a really beautiful casino, but it's like off the strip. It's like a half hour away from the strip. It's really cool.
Okay.
Anyway, so we were there, and I'm like, Bria, can I go like bet on a basketball game? I think it'd be fun. I've never done it.
Yeah, I always put down like $20.
Yeah.
Do like a parlay or whatever.
Yeah, so I think I put like $20 down on two bets. So I used $20.
Yeah.
And I had 2 bets going.
Right.
One that the Thunder would win, and like the over under on the points, something like that.
Yeah, right.
So
that's a pretty common bet.
yeah. And so I bet the Thunder would win, and they lost. But I bet that the Thunder would win because CP3 was supposedly hurt of the day.
Yeah.
And then he was
he
game
miraculously appeared.
Freaking stupid.
Well, and that's why betting is so bad. Because you get these little notifications, like I play fantasy football every year, right? Even if it's just for fun. And it's just like my second pick, my running back, supposed to be like how I won the first game of the year. He's been hurt the whole year. So I went 5-9. And it's like what do I do? Like there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is a good bet.
Oh yeah, you feel good about it.
Yeah, with the Clippers losing their top point guard, way back then, you're like, yeah, the Thunder are gonna win.
One of the best players in the league. Like, yeah, of course you're not gonna lose that bet, that's easy money.
Yeah.
Well, so we think.
CP3 decided to
play and blah blah blah. Hey, Zealously, how are you? That's our friend from England.
Yeah, we haven't seen you in a while.
Oh, Gino! No! Come back! Oh, just got stung by a bee.
So anyway, I won the over under, like the points, like with CP3 playing, like the points were like way up there, right?
Right.
Because so like just killed the points wise. Right. They were like saying there's only gonna be like 140 total. I don't remember, but anyway, it was pretty crazy, and I was like, dang it.
Well, now
they lost by like 3 points, so I remember that bet. It was a lot of fun, but like now
he's like a baby.
Go get him.
Like a baby who can't walk. Oh, it's so cute. Get over here! Stop!
It's 2 a.m. out there in England, or British, or Britain, UK.
No, he's saying that normally when we do stream, it's late like that.
Oh.
But now it's not today because it's
yeah.